Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Ball Knowledge Unscripted. I'm your boy Kareem. That's my man Jason, and we here to talk all things ball all the time. What's going on, brother?
Not a whole lot. What's happening with you?
Oh, there's a whole lot going on.
Yeah, there is.
There is a whole lot going on.
Yeah,
You know?
There's a few people with a new address tonight.
Yeah. It's good to be free. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna say that. But for some people, that's not the case.
Yes, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Win stupid prizes.
I do believe is the saying. So.
Man, and look at like old Coach Chauncey Billups.
I tell you what, I have read no less than 10 different articles.
Yeah.
And because it's kind of like 2 or 3 different things going on at once. We've got a potential, I don't want to call it a Tony point shaving incident.
Yeah.
But it's similar, right?
It's very similar, very similar.
Somebody affecting the outcome of a game and knowing that and having people place money based on said outcome.
Yeah.
And then the other part are these poker games, bro.
Look here, man. Let me explain poker to me because, I've always wanted to learn poker.
So poker is a card game, right?
Yes.
And you can play it with as little as 2 people, or you can have a full table. And there are different versions of poker.
Okay.
There is 5-card poker. There's 7-card poker, which I think most people are probably the most familiar with since poker. I don't know. I guess it's probably been 10, 15 years when poker kind of became real popular because they started putting the World Series on TV and stuff.
Yeah,
and that is stud.
Okay.
Right? Or Texas Hold'em. It's like they call it Texas Hold'em, and then there's another variation with a little different amount of cards called Omaha.
Okay.
But they're all versions of poker, and in the end, regardless of which type of poker you're playing, you're trying to basically, it's a game of, there is skill involved. It is also a game of luck, but where you really make your money or whatever is if I can bluff you into thinking I have something that I don't. That is a large part of the game. I mean, if you're getting cards and you're getting good hands, you really don't have to do much because the cards speak for themselves. But there's a lot of bluffing that goes on and raising and things because, and it's big money. It is big money. And
so
it's one of the oldest card games there is.
Okay, so what's going on? That's not what was happening. Is that what you're telling me?
So from what I am reading, and this was a gentleman by the name of Chad Millman put this out on X.
Okay.
And he says details of the rigged poker games. First of all, let me back up. Apparently, these poker games with Damon Jones and Chauncey Billups were somehow involved with the mafia. And from what it sounds like is the games were being set up like you've got NBA names, right? So if the mafia is like, hey, I've got people that have money. I know people that have money. If you're going to have a couple celebrities there in a way, I can bring my people in. You are going to beat my people, right? You're going to take all their money. And I'm going to help you, whether it be by financing these things I'm about to tell you. But at the end of the day, when you win the $1 million at the end of the night, we're going to split it. You and me are going to split it.
Okay.
Right.
That's not fair.
But I'm going to keep bringing you the fish, right? I'm going to keep bringing you the big fish. You're going to keep winning. Then you and I will split.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha. Okay.
Now,
okay.
The things that this Chad Millman is saying were part of this were X-ray machines built into the table to read face-down cards. So what that means is in Texas Hold'em, the dealer deals out 2 cards to everyone.
Okay.
Those two cards are face down. Only you get to see those two cards.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have what they call the flop, the turn, and the river. The
Okay.
flop is 3 cards. So basically, real quick, poker, they deal out 2 cards, then we all bet. Anybody that's still in the hand, then the dealer burns a card and then flips over 3.
Okay.
Then we bet. The dealer burns a card, flips over 1 more. We bet. Then the dealer burns a card and flips over the river, which is the last card. So there's 5 community cards out there that all of us at the table can use with our 2 cards to make the best 5-card poker hand.
Okay.
But if I'm playing you and I know what your 2 cards are, then I know when to bet, when to raise, and when to fold.
Ah.
And so they're using things like, apparently, X-ray machines built into the table, contact lenses, and glasses that can read. You know how they have those pens where you can mark on something unless you have a blue light or something,
Yes.
you can't see it?
Yes.
So they can go through and that you can basically write on the back of a card, right? You could take that marker and write, king of spades or whatever, or hearts, and to you and I, it just looks like the back of a card. But when you put those glasses on, it tells me what the card is. And then the other thing he has on the list is secret cameras in card trays. So like if you've got and since these are big money gamblers, they probably have a dealer come in. The dealer is either involved or doesn't know. It wouldn't surprise me if they don't know. But they have like a big card tray that they're putting them in. So as they deal them out or whatever, or it could be the trays that they're, who knows? That could be many different things. But either way, this is like next level cheating.
Wow.
And you're doing it knowing that, one, they're involved with the mafia, which is the mafia. I mean,
yeah.
And it's wild too because it's not
so when we say mafia, are we talking like Scarface movie mafia?
So
or are we talking mafia?
So as a little bit of a history buff, part of that is like U.S. history and different things like that. I mean, the mafia is not as strong as it once was.
Okay.
Like the whole 5 families, the Genovese family, and all the, but the mafia still exists.
Yes.
Now they don't have the power they used to have,
okay,
and they don't have the influence, but they're still out there, and they're still doing things with illegal gambling and things like that. Even they do a lot of. And this is all stuff you can Google and find out. I'm not breaking any news here. A lot of construction contracts, especially in big cities. Like it's well known that the contracts in the 70s that built the World Trade Centers, a lot of mafia involved in that.
So a lot of dirty money floating around is what you're telling me.
Yeah, it's just, you bid a job and it's a dirty business, but they're still very much around, but not like they used to be.
So a lot of people swimming with the fishes.
Yeah, and that's that's what's kind of surprising to me too. To be honest with you, is Chauncey Billups is like a coach, actively, he got arrested on a road trip.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't be surprised if this was like, I don't know, Rasheed Wallace or, somebody who's not playing and not really part of the game right now.
Yeah.
And forgive me, I don't know where Rasheed Wallace is doing. I don't mean he's that bad guy. I'm just saying, if it was a name of somebody who's not really involved in the game right now.
Yeah.
But these guys are involved.
Yeah.
Actively.
Yeah.
And you wonder where does it stop? I mean, if they have this on, what was the gentleman's name? Frozier?
Terry Rozier, yeah.
Rozier.
I wonder if he lost me some money.
We'd be naive to believe that he's the only one doing this.
We would be naive. And since that we're not, it makes the conspiracy theory seem more likable or understandable.
Yeah, and I think as we go forward and gambling becomes, sports gambling has always been around sports gambling is not new, but sports gambling is as widespread right now than it's ever been.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? They're sponsoring events and it's around.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be kind of a norm thing going forward. Like Tim Donaghy was a little before his time.
Yeah.
But that's happening. It has to.
Man, that's
right.
Like, that sucks, man. That sucks because it kind of ruins the integrity of the game.
100%.
Because if I'm putting $1,000 on, I'll say Paul George to score 30 points.
Yeah.
I say Paul George because I'm a Sixers fan. Paul George, you're my guy, right? But I put 30 points on $1,000 for Paul George to hit 30 points, and him and his buddies got something lined up, and it's like, well, come on, man,
And that's why you heard recently that the NCAA okayed college athletes to bet on pro sports.
Yes, I did hear that. Yes,
and that blew my mind.
Yeah,
because there could absolutely be college players that know pro players, right? They know each other.
They definitely know each other.
You got rookies in the league that were on a college team for 2 years with guys.
Yeah.
And I'm just amazed that they even allow that. Like, why would you even have that out there?
Yeah.
Especially with as much money as flowing, right?
Yeah, I don't think any athlete should be able to sports bet.
No, I don't either. I think it's a bad look.
It's just like if you're on Wall Street, you're not allowed to inside trade.
Right.
And that's basically what that is. That's inside trading, just in sports betting. You know what I mean? And inside trading is a criminal offense. So if the allegations are true, then the punishment is deserved.
Yeah. And I think too, for, baseball with the whole Pete Rose thing and all of that, and that's going to become a thing. Like it's going to get to the point where in order to try to deter people from doing it, you're going to have a penalty so severe.
Oh, absolutely.
That a player can't risk it. Like,
it'll have to be like the death penalty. Yeah, it'd have to be like the death penalty with SMU.
Yeah, lifetime ban.
It'd have to be severe.
Yeah. And it's just weird because, like, between this and then the SEC official that got permanently suspended, which I don't know why they don't just say fired, but it's that kind of stuff. And that's the same official. I heard on the radio today. Do you remember the Ohio State Clemson game where there was a fumble and Ohio State picked it up and ran it back for a touchdown and it was called and they said it wasn't a catch?
Yes. Ohio State. What was that?
Yeah, it's been.
That was a couple years ago.
Yeah,
it's a few.
Well, I think it was one of the years. I think it was one of the years Dabo. I think it was one of the years they went on to win a title, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a few years ago.
And that was the same official.
Wow.
So, I don't know. Maybe that's a giant coincidence, but I think that's what you're going to see, I believe, going forward. There is too much money, and this is part of the whole, and I'm not trying to get on the NIL train, but this is the whole thing. When you bring in mass amounts of money,
yeah, absolutely,
it leads to bad things.
Yeah,
that's just
absolutely
that's life.
Yeah, people get greedy, man, and
yeah. And I don't know what Chauncey Billups was making. I'm sure it was a couple more dollars than you and I make, but there's a chance he's definitely going to be. He's done coaching.
Oh yeah.
So you just mortgaged however many more years you had of making that money, and I'm sure he was making decent money.
Yeah.
And now, and not only that, but you might be going to the big house.
Yeah. That sucks, man. That sucks, and I hate that it's part of the game. I hate that it's stained the NBA. You know what I mean? And it's tough to try to gain that trust back. Sports betting probably go down in the NBA this year. You probably not have as many people doing it. That kind of sucks. But, you know what I mean? You make the bed, you got to lay in it, man.
That's it.
Hey, guys, if you like the content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. But look here, buddy. We're not going to harp on that, but we will stay in the NBA, man.
That's right.
Opening weekend.
Well, for us Texas folks, uh, what I thought was going to be a really good game
Yeah.
kind of ended up being the Wemby show, man.
Yeah, man. Look
Uh,
here. That was a beautiful display last night.
yeah, I mean, apparently, the guy for someone of his length, he handles the ball well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a big man. I mean, 9 of 11 from three free throws, 1 of 2 from the 3-point line, which that's not crazy anymore, right? Everybody's shooting threes
Yeah,
these
yeah,
days.
yeah, yeah.
But 15 boards, pours in 40. What else did he have? Had a steal, 3 blocks. Like, he just looked different.
But you know what he did last night? Now, granted, this is his third season. He's already in the top 15 on consecutive games with a block.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
yeah,
In your third season. Now, granted, he has a long way to go to catch number one.
yeah, for sure.
But for you to do that in your third season,
Yeah. Well, and I think too, like in Dallas's case, they're going to need some games. All those guys
oh
playing
yeah,
together. I think they're going to end up being fine. Cooper Flag, Washington, Davis, like, and then when is how long is Kyrie? I know Kyrie's out till at least early, like probably February ish
early
next year.
26, yeah.
So, man, when he comes back, you have a nice little that team will be like half Duke.
Yeah, I love it. I'm fine with it. I bleed Duke blue on my left side and I bleed Eagles green on my right side, so I'm okay with that. But what I will say about last night's game that stood out to me, besides Wemby being very dominant, and he looks much stronger and bigger than he's was in his first 2 years.
He looks more comfortable.
Yes, absolutely.
Like
Cooper Flag cannot be your primary ball handler for Dallas.
not yet.
Yeah. And that backcourt for San Antonio of Castle and Vassell, that's going to be must-see TV. And then they have Harper coming off the bench. That's going to be must-see TV. If those guys can get anything from that Tar Heel Harrison Barnes, and I like Harrison Barnes. He's a good player. I just troll him because he's a Tar Heel.
Yeah.
If he could step up and be that guy for them, he doesn't have to be the closer. That's why you have Wemby. But if he can be a consistent 17 to 20, 21 points a night guy, I think they're going to be really tough. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the Western Conference.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun to watch. I mean, you think? I mean, I don't see why. I think Oklahoma is the favorite again, but
yeah, they're the favorite again.
They'll certainly be in it. What do you think? How do you think their odds look of repeating? I mean, repeating is hard.
Well, you look at the West in general, right? Houston, KD's went over there, so Houston has a chance. You look at Dallas, of course, Golden State. You can't ever write them off.
Denver.
So that's 4 teams in the West right there that could be in their way. Now, do I think OKC have the firepower to knock all 4 of those teams out? Yeah. But you can never write off Golden State. KD is one of the top players of all time. Yeah. And then you have a team that's building in Dallas that could be a problem, especially with their size. You throw Anthony Davis at the 5, you got Garrett Lively at the 5, and Anthony Davis at the 4, Cooper Flag at the 3. You got almost 3 7-footers on your back line. So that could be a problem. for any team if they can get a point guard that can really steady the ship. And they just have to maintain until Kyrie comes back. You go to the
Yeah,
Eastern Conference.
that'll be huge for him.
Yeah, you go to the Eastern Conference though, man. This year in the East, it's a toss up because Boston basically gutted their whole team and Jason Tatum's out. Damian Lillard's not with Milwaukee anymore. So you're looking at Cleveland and the New York Knicks as your two front runners. Do I think OKC could take both of them out? Yeah. Yeah, I do. So I believe their chances to repeat are
pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I with the NBA, it's always and as someone who doesn't, I don't watch a ton of NBA. I will probably follow it a little closer this year, but yeah, I think too, like the NBA versus the other sports. I don't know, like to me, you got to give the NBA like a solid month.
Yeah.
Right, that first month, like you got to give them a month to like, okay,
yeah.
who's doing what, especially on teams like Dallas. Like, how are they really going to use Cooper Flag? Right,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you would think right away he's not going to be the guy right away.
Yeah,
especially when you have some other vets on that team that can kind of fill that. But yeah, I think it definitely goes through the West one way or the other.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And I don't think it's even close because I believe that no matter who comes out of the West will win the chip.
Yeah, which has kind of been. I mean, it's kind of been that way for give or take. A few years here. LeBron with Miami.
Yeah.
Those couple Celtics. The 1 year LeBron went to Cleveland, but other than that, like it pretty much
it's West dominant. Yeah,
it's been through the West for many years.
Yeah, that's true, man. And I don't think this year will be any different.
No.
My sleeper team. I don't want to say it, man, because this guy can never stay healthy, and every time I put faith in him to stay healthy, he gets injured and freaking ruins my life. But my sleeper pick is New Orleans.
Okay.
I believe if Zion can stay healthy, he looks good. He's trimmed down. Changed his eating habits, changed his workout regimen, his diet habit, however he did it. Some accusations are saying he went with Ozempic or whatever. I don't care how he did it. He looks good. He looks strong. And I believe he can lead that New Orleans team to a deep playoff run if he stays healthy.
Well, what he do last night? 27 and 9.
Something like. I mean, they came up with the loss.
Yeah.
They lost to Memphis, but a lot of people are going to lose to Memphis. Ja Morant is one of the premier players in this league, and when he's in his bag, it's not many people that can really do anything with him. I mean, he dropped 35 last night, so
he did.
So yeah, I think it's going to be a good season, especially because I believe there's parity in the East.
Yeah.
I think that the West is kind of top heavy. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Always. I think that's every time the beginning of a season, regardless of the sport, basketball, football, college, baseball, whatever it is, like the beginning of the season is like, you never know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, even the teams that are the favorites, they got to stay healthy.
That's right.
And a lot of those teams, you pluck one piece off that team and all of a sudden they're average.
There you go.
It's always exciting when a new season starts because you just don't know. Speaking of, did you see, because I thought y'all's Super Bowl ring for the Eagles was pretty dope.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Wings.
Yes.
Have you seen the OKC rings?
So I did not see their ceremony.
I didn't see their ceremony. I just saw that somebody ends up putting a Instagram or an X post out there,
Yeah,
and I saw them, and they got like the lid thing comes off, and it's got this ring thing that comes out or something.
that's been
It's
done already.
it's like a bunch of parts.
Yeah, that's what Kansas City did that with their ring. It came apart, showed the stadium and all this, and I think
I
ours still the best.
I don't mind the ones that open up, but like I don't know, like this one almost looked like I think it like the lid actually comes and it like you got to like put it on and like turn it. It's
Yeah, see, that's too much work, man.
it's like
Then you don't turn it all the way, it falls, like
yeah.
you lose it. But hey, if they like it, I
I mean,
love it.
when at the beginning before they start taking it off and showing all the parts, it's a good looking ring because I
Yeah.
like it looks good on a ring with their colors,
Okay.
right? Had a little bit of that light blue and that orange on,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was a good looking ring. But it definitely did not have wings.
Nope. We'll never have wings.
That was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Speaking of, did you ever end up getting that?
No, I did not. And that would be a story we will have.
Okay.
That's a conversation we will have.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
You got to stay on them.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
But, like you say, start of the year is fun. But now we're at the end of the year
That's
in
right.
Major League Baseball.
It's pretty much.
What's your thoughts, buddy?
I think it's pretty much a wrap. I have no disrespect to Toronto, but I got the Dodgers in 5. I don't think it's going to be close. So far, I've seen the Dodgers are going to run out Blake Snell in Game 1, Yamamoto in Game 2. I don't know. Good pitching beats good hitting. It's as old as time, and even if Toronto is able to get to these pitchers, you got to go through that Dodger lineup. You got.
I think it's a brilliant move not starting Ohtani Game 1 on the mound.
Oh yeah. Well, I think
it's a brilliant move because he doesn't have to worry about pitching. All he has to worry about is hitting.
Well, and two, like you're going to set it up. You're a baseball manager. You're going to set it up like you want your guns out there first.
Yeah.
Right, because it's important to win. Certainly, I forget what the stats are, but the stats heavily favor the team that wins Game 1, especially if you win Game 1 and 2.
Yeah.
That's huge. So I think he's going to run out Snell and Yamamoto, and I just don't. As much as I hope it's a good series and it's fun to watch, I just don't see it.
Yeah. Well, it's like I told a friend of ours earlier, Lo. I see the Dodgers in 6, but I'm rooting for the upset.
100%.
His thing is, oh well, they're a 1 seed, we're a 3 seed, so if we win, it's upset. No.
Yeah.
No. It's not an upset if y'all win. Okay?
No.
Because if I'm not mistaken, what does Vegas have them at right now?
Well, but they were the 1 and 3 seed, but that's in two different leagues.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like they weren't the same. They were the 1 and 3 seed in their leagues,
Respective leagues. Yeah.
So that's a little misleading in a sense.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, the Vegas 100% has.
Yeah, they have the Dodgers at minus 150.
Yeah.
So, them guys at Vegas are pretty smart.
Yes.
They don't like losing money, so they're not just going to throw something random out there.
I haven't seen what the because you can like go on and look and see where the majority of the money is, whether it's on a 4-game sweep, Dodgers in 5, whatever the. I don't have that information, but it's I can't imagine. I would think a majority of the money is on the Dodgers in.
It would have to be
in 4
or 5.
I mean, sweeping is hard, so that I don't know that the Dodgers will sweep them. It wouldn't surprise me if they do, but I think I think Toronto's good for a game.
Yeah, I got them for 2. I believe their bats will wake up and they can get 2 of these games. I mean, their first 2 games are at home. Yep. Now, granted, they lost the first 2 games to the Mariners at home, so that that wasn't an advantage for them. But I believe, the crowd, the moment, I don't think it'll be too big for them. I just think the Dodgers are a better team, and eventually they'll get to them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I totally agree. So I think so that leads me to a question.
Uh-huh.
Unlike football,
Uh-huh.
which I don't know why every other sports league is not modeling themselves after the NFL, because there's a reason it's the best product.
In
And
sports.
yeah, I mean,
Uh-huh.
do you think so? Obviously, everybody's been calling for Major League Baseball to have a salary cap,
Uh-huh.
right? For competitive balance, you've got your big market teams that obviously have more money to spend, and your middle of the road teams, your Cincinnati Reds and your Kansas City Royals, and those teams, they're never going to have the money that the Dodgers or the Yankees or the Cubs have. Like
No,
they're
no.
just not. But there's a lot of movement, not only for MLB to have a salary cap, but that there be a salary floor.
Ooh.
Because that's been the gripe. The gripe has been, from what I've been reading and hearing, is that a lot of people are saying, yeah, we might need a salary cap, but we probably need a salary floor as much as anything, because what you have is a lot of teams that owners that aren't necessarily trying to win.
Yeah.
They're just trying to turn a profit.
Yeah.
And if they can turn a profit, we had that conversation the other day, like with whatever it was, college football, or if they're turning a profit, if it ain't fixed, if it ain't broken, don't mess with it.
Oh, yeah.
So, but that's an interesting thing, and I just wondered what your thoughts were on that. Do you think a salary floor is necessary as well as a salary cap in baseball? So to make sure that those teams, hey, you got to spend, they know what your profits are.
Yeah.
You need to be spending this amount of money, this percentage of money, whether it's a percentage, to try and make your team as
competitive as possible. Yeah. No, I can get on board with that. The reason I say that is because if you're spending at least this, you're going to have at least two possible all-stars on your team.
Yeah.
At minimum, right? If you have a floor, right? Now, granted, if you don't have a cap, obviously this team could come offer this guy more money. So you have a floor. You have to fit inside of here. Then everybody has an opportunity to have a chance.
Yeah.
Have a chance. And so I could get on board with that. Yeah.
Yeah. The more I've read about it, I'm like, that makes sense. You can't sit if the Dodgers are, and these are just numbers I'm making up, but if the Dodgers are reinvesting 50% of their profit back into their team,
Uh-huh.
and a team like the Reds or the Royals, a mid-market or small market team, if they're only doing 20%,
yeah,
that's where I'm like, that salary floor makes some sense.
Make a lot of sense.
Like,
yeah.
you can't just harp that, hey, the Dodgers have more money, the Dodgers have more money. Yeah, they do. But you, as the Reds or the Royals or whoever it is, you have more money you could be investing into your team that you're choosing not to.
Yeah, it reminds me of the movie. It reminds me of the movie Major League.
Yeah.
She was trying to lose as much as she could so she could move the team to a different city.
Yeah.
So she bought bottom of the barrel players, didn't have to pay them much. And it will avoid that.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, because I think you have a lot of, these teams. It's like, unless they capture lightning in a bottle and everything goes perfectly well and all of their prospects turn out to be studs, without spending more money, they can't compete.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So, but it'll be interesting to see. I feel like baseball right now to me is almost. I love baseball, but I find it very predictable.
Yeah.
Now I did not necessarily have Toronto in the World Series, but I don't think it mattered at the end of the day because I think most people had the Dodgers in the World Series and
Yeah.
most people have them winning. So nobody will remember. Everybody remembers the champions. Half the time, you don't necessarily remember who they played.
Yeah.
Because it don't matter.
Exactly.
So, but one more interesting news on baseball is the San Francisco Giants hired a new manager.
Okay.
Tony Vitello, 47 years old. He was the head coach at Tennessee for their baseball season since 2018. He is the first college. This is weird because in football, and even basketball, this is a regular thing, but in baseball, it is not. He is the first college coach to be hired as a manager with 0 major league experience.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's pretty rare in baseball. Like baseball of all the sports is very kind of like good old boys club.
Yeah.
And you normally have to like pay your dues in baseball. Like you got to, just like players do, just like players, it's very rare that a player comes out of high school or college and goes straight to the big leagues.
Yeah.
Very rare. You got to at least spend a little bit of time in the minors. And it's the same thing with coaches and managers.
Wow.
So for somebody to take a shot on this guy to be a big league manager who's never, and I can't really give too much information as far as the differences because even though I do love baseball, following college baseball is kind of difficult.
Okay.
There's not a ton of information. It's not something you can even really go to ESPN and get all the stats you want. It's not televised like the other. It's kind of hard to follow it, to be honest with you, which is why I've tried to follow Michigan baseball at different points, and it's just like it's really hard to like find their games or find what channel they're on, or you normally got to watch them on the computer because they're definitely not on regular TV. So, but it'll be interesting to see how he does. He was pretty much killing it at Tennessee. He won the national championship in 24. He was at Tennessee for 8 seasons. He's been a coach in college for 23 seasons. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. I guess he's had 42 total draft picks in baseball. I'm not sure that means the same thing as in football and basketball.
Yeah.
A lot of guys get drafted in baseball and are never heard from again. And there's multiple drafts. There's, first year player draft, supplemental drafts. So it's just different. But, so that'll be, I guess, interesting. But yeah, baseball season is about, that candle is just about burned out.
There you go. That candle's about to burn out, but we're still in the heart of college football season, man.
Hear, hear.
College football season, man. This weekend is kind of it's not a barn burner, but we do have 3 top 25 showdowns.
We do.
And the game that I'm looking most forward to is that Missouri-Vandy game.
Yeah, I'm a little. I'm a little biased.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the game I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, we know.
Because it is rivalry week.
That's right.
Rivalry.
Rivalry. Mm-hmm.
I feel like I got a speech problem when I was trying to say that fast. But I am not a big trash talker, as you know, because I'm way too superstitious.
That's right.
We'll just leave that where it is. But I like the Texas A&M LSU game more, only because I think LSU is playing for their season.
Okay.
And even though I know Vandy's up to number 10, and that's awesome, and I'm really proud of them and all that, I just feel like, we've talked about it before. Every team has one turd game where Miami just had theirs, where everything kind of falls apart. And the difference is the teams that are able to figure out a way to win those games,
Yeah.
even when the wheels fall off. And I'm not sure that is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
There's a reason the bettors are hesitant and haven't made Vandy. I was going to look at the line before I spouted that off, because the last time I looked, Vandy was only a 2.5 point favorite. They still are only a 2.5 point favorite at home.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So I don't know.
Here's why I'm looking forward to that game, right? Because the game will be determined in the trenches.
Absolutely.
Right? Those two defenses, especially their rush defenses, are ranked in the top 15 nationally.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Missouri leads the SEC in rushing with 245 a yard, 245 yards a game.
Yeah.
And Vandy, they're fourth nationally in pressure rate at almost 50% a game. So whoever controls the line of scrimmage is going to win that game. Now you could say that with any football game, right? But I mean, Joe Burrow has won plenty of games when his line hasn't been able to block for him.
For sure.
You know, Patrick Mahomes was winning games when his line wasn't able to block for him. But I believe this game right here will be determined in the trenches because both teams like to run.
Mm-hmm.
Vandy has a running quarterback, and I just think it's going to be one of those old school punch you in the mouth and you're going to have to come take your games. And if Vandy can pull this out, man, whew, that'd be beautiful.
That certainly would not surprise me. I just feel like this game, I don't feel like either team is necessarily playing for their season. I mean, maybe they are. I mean, this would be their second. Whereas I feel like with that LSU team, LSU can't afford to lose another game.
No. I definitely understand that. LSU cannot afford to lose another game.
But is this one of those weeks where, like we said before, right, where this team beat this team, but this team beat this team, but this team beat that, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's like A&M is looking for their first, like, oops.
Yeah.
You know, so they haven't had a loss yet. So if they lose to LSU, that really throws a wrench into the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
Because now you're like, well, wait a minute. LSU wasn't that good, but they just beat number 3 A&M.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's the kind of season it's been.
No, I definitely get that. And it's like that every year in the SEC.
Yeah.
It's like that every year, you know. But the reason I say this game, like, Vandy plays Missouri this week. They'll play Texas next week. Then Auburn, Kentucky, and Tennessee. They run the table. They're in the playoffs.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah.
I believe they could beat Texas, Auburn, and Kentucky. But that Missouri and Tennessee game, they're going to have to fight for their lives in both of those, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I definitely understand your standpoint on that LSU. Because, I mean, right now they're 5-2, 2-2 in conference. They lose this game, they're probably looking at New Year's Six Bowl.
Mm-hmm. And that's what's wild because, like, right now we're getting into where almost every SEC team has one loss.
Yeah.
Bama doesn't have a conference loss yet.
Nope.
And A&M doesn't yet. But all these other teams, and let's not forget the other banger game is Ole Miss, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That's
well, I don't think it will be because I don't think Mateer's 100%.
No, but I think he's going to.
And I think that's what's hindering him.
I think he's going to be pretty close in this game. I mean, otherwise, they're a 5.5 point favorite at home, so somebody thinks.
Yeah.
Ole Miss is going to handle business or Oklahoma.
I believe if Texas can beat Oklahoma, I believe Ole Miss can beat Oklahoma.
Yeah, see, I don't think it goes down that way. I think Oklahoma. I think as time goes on, Mateer's going to get more healthy. So I fully expect a very close to normal John Mateer in
Okay.
this game. I think he's, I wouldn't be surprised to see how much maybe they run the ball a little more than normal.
Okay, so you have Ole Miss on upset alert.
I do. I think Oklahoma handles business. I think Norman, Oklahoma is a different. It's one of the to me. It's one of the more underrated tough places to play that
Yeah.
nobody really talks about. Everybody talks about going into to Alabama and with the Tide and going to Tennessee and even going to the Shoe and all those places. But dude, Norman, Oklahoma, those people are a passionate
Oh yeah.
fan base. They are
Oh yeah.
right there. Oklahoma is they are very aware of what it's like to be a national power. They've been one before. So that is and I don't know. I don't think Ole Miss is overrated. I think they've done what they've done and gotten to where they are right now.
Yeah.
But I just feel like if I'm being honest, I don't even expect that to be a much of a game.
Really?
Yeah, I think it'll be a close game for a half, maybe partway into the third quarter, and I think Oklahoma pulls away late, assuming something like Mateer re-aggravating an injury or something. Assuming he plays 4 quarters, I kind of expect Oklahoma to walk away with that one.
So are you confident to put that lock on it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I will.
he put in the lock on Oklahoma.
I will give the lock on the Oklahoma
On Boomer Sooner. All right. Okay.
and that's tough because I like Lane Kiffin a lot. I
Yeah.
used to not care for him much, but I like him. I think he is laid back. And hey, I could be wrong, man. Maybe Ole Miss goes in there and blows the doors off them. I don't think so. I think they are going to face. This is a very similar situation. Let me pull that up before I make a statement. So I'm trying to look and see. Yeah, I mean, Georgia State, Kentucky, Arkansas, Tulane. They did beat LSU, but LSU's not who we thought they were. Washington State, and then they did lose to Georgia, but they put 35 on Georgia. So they are about to play a defense that they have not seen this year.
This is true.
That Oklahoma defensive line, that front is probably going to be the best. Let me take a peek. That's going to be the best one they see all year because their schedule is kind of trash. After
I was about to say, you see their schedule after this game, so
yeah, South Carolina, the Citadel, Florida, and Mississippi State. So
hey, and I took a shot at the Citadel. I wasn't trying to. If you guys do not know, the Citadel is a beautiful campus down there in South Carolina. I was actually thinking about going to school there. Beautiful school. Let's move on. Yeah.
yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think I like Ole Miss. I like what Lane Kiffin's doing, but
You think this is an Oklahoma game?
I think Oklahoma's legit. I really do. I think if Mateer never gets hurt, I think they're probably a top 5 program.
Okay, well, I have a question. Since you lock in on Oklahoma,
Mm-hmm.
are you confident of pulling a lock off and putting on your maize and blue?
You know better than that, sir. you know way better than that. I will never, ever make a maize and blue prediction. I don't even do it off camera, but I definitely wouldn't do it with the camera rolling.
Well, guys, if
So-
you haven't figured it out, Jason is one of the hugest Michigan fans walking this planet,
Yeah.
and he does not bet on his Wolverines, even if he believes that they are going to trounce their opponent. He will not do it because he's that superstitious with his team. There it is. We'll let the gnome make the pick. What do you think, Mr. Gnome?
Yeah, see, that's why he's like looks asleep.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, no,
There you go.
I will not be locking anything. I hope my boys go in there and handle business.
Absolutely.
But it is a rivalry game, and as we know, we
Anything can
saw
happen.
one last year. Sometimes rivalries end, and nobody can make any sense of it.
There you go. Yeah,
So
that's true. That is true. That is
they
true.
just need to go in there and handle business. I believe Bryce Underwood looks better, a little better every week.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be just fine. This is not their season, but they can still make it a respectable season.
I agree.
Yeah. So
I agree.
there is one other game that I'm very intrigued by. It is not a ranked matchup,
Okay.
but I cannot. How do I want to say that? I feel like UCLA is different now, and I know, and I'm just saying, and it's they got a new head coach and a new coordinator, but Jerry Neuheisel has that offense looking different. Now, they are most likely going to run into a buzzsaw this weekend because they play Indiana, and I think Indiana is very legit.
Mm-hmm.
But Indiana is a 25.5-point favorite.
Yes, they are.
And I really want to watch this game because I just want to see, I guess, both sides. Like, I don't think Indiana's defense is going to be able to stop Indiana. I'm not sure if there's a defense on the planet, possibly the Buckeyes. We will find out in the Big Ten championship game. But again, like I just said, every team, every year has a oopsie poopsie game.
So let me tell you something. It's hilarious that you just brought this up. Because on my pad, I have circled is Indiana upset alert.
I don't.
UCLA has looked good these last 2 weeks.
They have.
Now, granted, look at the opponents that they played. Okay?
Yeah.
But at the same time.
There we go. I've been practicing that.
Yeah, there you go. At the same time, when UCLA made this switch with their offensive coordinator and their coach, they have been a different ball club.
Yeah, 100%.
And if Indiana comes out overlooking UCLA, they're going to get run out of their own stadium.
Yeah.
So they have to come in this game locked in.
I mean, I think what's going to help them, and again, I am in no way, I'm not anticipating Indiana having a problem with UCLA.
I don't either.
I just think, because one, UCLA, they don't run the ball real well. I believe ever since I saw that one thing when the whole quarterback transition, when that went down, and somebody put out, and they called him "I'm a leave."
Yeah,
I can't. I look at his name and I can't.
And that's all you see.
That's all I can. That's like
just say Nico. Just go with Nico.
But he is leading their team in rushing.
Yes.
So that's a problem.
That's a huge problem.
And so if you are a one-dimensional team, you're going to struggle because I think Indiana, I don't know. I'm not sure if there's anything Indiana doesn't do well. That's why I almost can't. I don't want to wish the season away at all. But I can't wait to watch the Buckeyes and the Hoosiers play.
Yeah. And,
I can't.
And just think about it. You'd have never said that 5 years ago.
No. Yeah, it sounds dirty now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's wild.
But yeah. So, hey, guys, if you like the content, like, comment, subscribe, share. Again, I'm Kareem. That's my man, Jason. And we're giving you all ball all the time. So, buddy, what else we got coming up?
That's kind of it. There's not a ton going on in college football this weekend. I think let's take a peek at this NFL slate.
Hey, let's do it, man.
So, a couple of news things. I meant to ask you about this when we was on last time.
Okay.
How do you feel about my boy Brandon Graham putting back on the green?
Well, BG is a Eagles legend. I believe I love me some BG.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I remember BG when he was drafted.
Me too.
But I just believe he's there for moral support.
Yeah.
You know, he'll have a game where he gets one or two pressures, maybe a sack here, but we're not bringing him in to be a difference maker. You
Yeah.
know, we're bringing him in to rally the troops. You know, but I love it. I
Yeah.
love
I
it.
think
If
it's
he feels he still has some left in the tank, you know, even Tom did it. Tom retired and said, "No, I'm good. I'm coming back."
yeah.
So, you know,
Well,
hey,
and I
you
mean,
feel you still got some in the tank? Come get some, man.
let's be honest. I mean, he's 37 years old,
Yep,
but he's bringing 76 and a half career sacks,
yep,
23 forced fumbles, and he's only a couple 3 years removed from that 11 sack season.
yeah,
So, I'm not saying he's that guy. I don't think
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's not going to come in and be 2022 Brandon Graham,
No, no.
but he'll certainly be
And then
I
you think
think
about it.
bring some levity just to the locker room,
Yeah,
right?
and then you think about it. I mean, he's you say he's 37.
Mm-hmm.
He got to spend the first 7 weeks on the couch.
That's big.
You know,
Yeah, that's big,
so
right?
not only did he have the off season, he got 7 games into the season to relax. So now
Yeah.
it's just, hey, let's pile through this
Hey.
thing. And
Yeah, because
so,
I mean, you got to assume he's been working out, right? He's not
yeah, of
going to come
course,
back and make it full of himself.
of
So
course.
he's been working out. So he's probably in. He's probably not in game speed shape, but he's in shape,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
right? So, but it's not like he's got to come in and play, you know,
No,
50 snaps or who,
no.
I don't know what his situation will be. I'll be looking forward to see because anytime one of the Maize and Blue men go out there, I'm always
There you go.
taking a
There
peek
you
at him,
go.
seeing
There
what's
you
up.
go.
So the other, what do you think about Aaron Rodgers saying the Green Bay game is not a revenge game? You buy that?
I do. And I buy it because he's been going from Green Bay for so long.
Yeah.
You know, um, Green Bay's that's in his rearview mirror. Now, if this was he left Green Bay last year and he's playing for the Steelers this year, then maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't think it
You
is.
don't think maybe like a little bit like
No, because he holds almost every record in Green Bay.
yeah.
You know,
That's
he
true.
has a Super Bowl. I mean, it's not a revenge because I believe he won't be booed when he walk in the arena
Yeah.
because it's not like he left like give me somebody who just left there. Oh, Micah.
Right.
It's not like he left like Micah left. You
Yeah.
know, Green Bay pushed him out of town so they could bring Jordan Love up. So, you know, I take him at his word when he say he doesn't think it's a revenge game.
Yeah, I mean I kind of believe him to an extent. Like I don't think he's on any kind of revenge tour, but I do believe those guys when they go into their old like
Oh,
when Joe Flacco plays the Ravens, you got to believe
yeah, yeah,
like you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
there's a little bit in there. Like they're not
I believe he got his revenge game out when he played the Jets. You know, I believe he got it out when he played them
yeah.
because like that was just a horrible 2 year
Yeah.
relationship. You know what I mean? That's like that toxic girlfriend, man. You just once you let her go, it's like I don't want nothing else to do with it. I'm not looking back. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and if
Tell me about
if
it.
you see her in the street, I'm gonna definitely show off my new girlfriend.
And
You know, and
that's not even something new. I had Brett Favre the year he was a Jet, and I think it might have been the worst year of his career.
it probably was.
Like,
I think anybody that puts on that uniform as a quarterback, that's their worst year.
yeah, the
Like,
Jets.
I mean, freaking Justin Fields just threw for like 6 yards. So, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah. But
yeah.
I have a question for you, though,
when
man.
you're averaging like negative 1.2 yards a pass,
Yeah. That's bad.
that's not good.
Yeah, no, that's not bad. That's not good at all. But I do
What's your
have a
question?
question for you. If you had to do a top 10 power ranking in the NFL, who would your 10 teams be? I was
You know,
thinking about this because it was shaking up so much.
that's tough because Tampa Bay took a little hit.
All right. Well, I won't do 10. Give me 5. Give me your top 5 in order.
So one right now, and see,
Yes, right now. Going into week 8. Right now, going into week 8.
I almost feel bad doing this because I feel like every time we do this, this team lays an egg the very next time.
Hey, that's not our problem.
That's true. I mean, we're probably only 40% responsible.
There you go. I'm okay with that.
I'm kind of torn on one.
Okay.
Because I want to say Detroit.
Okay.
Because they look so good. They look dominant.
Against Tampa Bay. Yeah.
Over Tampa, who had looked good.
Yeah.
But I also feel like nobody is really giving Indianapolis the love.
Ooh.
And Indianapolis is they seem like they're on a mission. And I think they're almost enjoying the fact that nobody's really talking about them. So I told
you last week they're playing ball like my Eagles played last year.
So I kind of I'm torn there.
Okay. But that's your 1 and 2.
Those are my 1 and 2. I probably just because Detroit is, if I had a favorite NFL team, it's probably them.
Okay.
So I'd probably lean Detroit 1, Indy 2.
Okay.
And then I'm still on the Bills train.
Mm-hmm.
I just am. I think over the long haul, I think teams have weeks where, Detroit just had one not that long ago where they look like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
And the Bills kind of looked like that for 2 weeks in a row, really.
Yeah.
So the Bills, and then this is where I would also get, because I feel like I need 6 spots.
Okay.
Because somewhere in there I've got the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in there I have Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's probably, I don't know. So I feel like I want to go Detroit, Indy, Buffalo,
okay,
Eagles. Right now I got to go Chiefs, then Bucks.
Okay. That's not a bad group.
Because I think the Chiefs have figured shit out.
Yeah. I agree with you.
They're not going away.
I agree with you. I have Indy as 1. I completely agree with you. They are playing great ball right now, and they're looking dominant.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Lions 2. I have the Packers 3. Well, Rams 4, Bills 5.
Okay.
Eagles 6, Chiefs 7, Bucks 8, Niners 9, Seahawks 10.
Bucks all the way down to the 8 hole.
Yeah, that was a whooping that they took from the Lions.
It was, but I feel like, I don't know. That's one of those where, primetime game on the road. I don't know. And that Detroit team, dude, I think teams at certain times, I think teams just play like inspired ball.
Yeah. That was definitely one of those games.
That Detroit defense, bro,
they
looked. Yeah. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know what they were getting, but dude, they looked dominant.
Yeah.
That defense against Tampa Bay, I think beats any team in the league.
No, absolutely.
I'm just not sure their offense is enough.
Yeah.
To get them over the hump. That's where I think their problem is, because in a game like that, if you had one of the other, whether it be Buffalo, the Eagles, Kansas City, if one of those 3 teams had a defense that dominant, they win that game 42 to
easy.
9.
Easy.
I mean, it would have been, And so, yes, it was dominant, but I think their offense is okay.
Okay.
I think it's above okay, but it's not. To me, their offense is not elite.
Okay. I can understand that.
They've got some players, right? St. Brown, the Gibbs. I mean, they got some guys, but they are not. And I look at it this way: when I watch, I want the Lions to be so good, and I feel like, dude, if they had if you could just put Baker Mayfield on that Lions team,
bruh,
bruh.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that would be real nice.
that'd be so good.
That would be real nice. I would have to agree with you on that one. I
Yeah,
would
because I
have
mean,
to
you
agree
think
with
about
you on
it.
that one.
You think about with Baker and his receivers.
Yeah,
I mean, they're names, right? Like
yeah,
Mike Evans is a name, but he's like a shell of what
yeah.
he once
Yeah,
was.
he's not prime Mike Evans.
Godwin, I feel like you don't know what you're getting week to week.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Ibuka is going to be a good player.
yeah,
But and then I think like Bucky Irving is good.
yeah,
I think he's good when he's healthy. He's good,
yeah.
but they don't have the horses that, like, to me, Baker is the factor for the
Yeah,
Buccaneers. If
I
he
agree.
goes down, the Buccaneers are a 500 team at best.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that because my thing with I love Ibuka. He's been balling this year.
Yeah.
But my thing is, what happens when you become number one and teams are you're the top receiver on their scouting report?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's what gives me some that gives me reserve like that on all rookies.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't jump on the CJ Stroud train and the Jaden Daniels train. You know, let me see what happens when they get film on you.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So,
Well, how
but,
many weeks of film do you think they've been watching on Smith and Jigba?
now that right there,
Because my man there, they got a little film on him,
man,
and he keeps catching balls. So
man. I don't know what's going on up in Seattle,
if you
but
would have
that
told me,
Sam Darnold and NSJ connection is different.
if you would have told me that in 2025 Smith and Jigba would be head and shoulders a better receiver than Marvin Harrison Jr.,
No one would have believed you.
I would have laughed at you.
Yeah,
And it's not
no one
close.
would have believed you.
It's not close.
Yeah, no. Marvin Harrison has to he has to turn back the clock to Ohio State if he wants to catch or go to a team with a better quarterback.
Yeah, I mean,
Because that definitely has something to do with his numbers and his he doesn't look like he's having fun with the game. Like Ohio State, he looked like he was having fun with the game. He scored, bam, he dropping the mask down on you. He's enjoying it. He doesn't look like he's enjoying it.
No, I don't imagine many receivers are enjoying seeing the ball come up out of a pile.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I don't know. Kyler Murray, That's why I'd be honest with you. I hate seeing great players that are great in college. I mean, I realize that's the league, right? I mean, the bad teams get the first picks, but
Yeah,
like on certain skill position players, and I think it's receivers more than anybody, right? Because you can be a running back and it don't matter if you got a bad quarterback. That's actually probably a good thing. You're going to get more carries.
exactly.
But you can, and even if you're a tight end, if you're one of the top tier tight ends, well, as long as your name's not Brock Bowers, you can go to a team with a bad quarterback and still put up numbers because you're a tight end and you're going to run the same half dozen plays.
Exactly.
But when these big receivers come out and they go to shitty teams,
No, absolutely.
it's almost like, man, that should be illegal. Like, if you're a bad throwing team, you shouldn't be allowed to draft a first round wide receiver. Like, you should be banned from that
No.
because it's like you're wasting it.
Well, the thing is, it's like, okay, well, if I get a good receiver, maybe my quarterback will look better. That's why the Jazz moved up and got Travis Hunter. Because it's like, oh, well, we'll put him on the offensive side. I mean, yes, we'll play him on the defensive side, but we'll also play him on the offensive side. And that'll help Trevor Lawrence out.
Yeah.
But, hey, it's different. I agree, man. NSJ looks head and shoulders better than Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, he looks good.
But it's still early. This is only Harrison's second season.
Yeah.
And who knows what would have happened? You get a better quarterback, get in a different system, and maybe be like, okay, yeah, that's the Marvin Harrison Jr. we seen in college. But only time will tell.
That's a fact.
Yep.
Well, my last little piece before we start going through these games, I got 3 teams down here.
Okay.
that I believe this week are must-win games.
Okay.
Not so much must-win because they may or may not make. One of them is they need to win because they're in danger, and that's the Ravens.
Yeah.
The Ravens need a win.
Big time.
And they've got a good opportunity. They got a home game against the Bears. They got to get a win. They to me are really. I mean, I realize they've had injuries. I get it, but
I don't think Lamar's playing this week.
Is he still? I thought he was like a game time decision.
Let's see.
I haven't. That was yesterday that I.
Did the injury report come out?
So because he was.
It says his status is to be determined. He's a.
And now normally that means to me if he is a game time decision, then he's probably not. If he does play, but I still feel like even without him, like you should be able to run the ball, and beat the Bears. I mean, I don't know. They're the Bears.
But they're not the same Bears.
No, but they're still.
They're the what are they? 5-2 Bears, 4-3 Bears,
4-2,
4-2 Bears.
But their wins are against the Saints, the Raiders, the
Commanders,
and the Commanders. So it's like, I mean, they got routed by the Lions.
That Lions game was ugly.
I mean, I just feel like, to me, it's a must-win for the Ravens.
I completely agree. I completely agree with you.
I think the Bills have the Panthers this week.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, this is a must-win game. And I say that because the Patriots play the Browns.
Yep.
So if you lose, and the Patriots are probably going to win, that gap just got a little bit bigger. And all of a sudden, to me, I think, more than probably any other sport, like the seeding matters in the NFL.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it's huge. So you definitely don't want the Patriots to start getting a gap.
No, absolutely. I agree.
Plus, I think, the Bills are coming off back-to-back losses. They need a win. The Patriots are rolling. If they win this game, that's 5 in a row for them, so they're moving. And you don't want to get into a game with them later in the year with them on a roll and you're not. Because that's how shit steamrolls. And I still, I think the Bills are a playoff team no matter what, probably. But I think the Patriots are like, you're not running this division anymore.
The Patriots' schedule ain't hard.
No, it's not.
Browns, Falcons, Bucks, Jets, Bengals, Giants, Bills, Ravens, Jets, Dolphins.
Yeah, so it's like, not only is this a must-win, but that'll be a big game when they play each other in whatever that was,
December.
5 or 6 weeks. Yeah. That'll be a big game with a lot of implications because, the days of the Bills, the Bills have kind of been the cock of the walk for the last 6 years.
6 years, yeah.
And I think the Patriots are like, slow down there, brother.
Yeah. They got a coach and they got a quarterback. And that's where it starts. I mean, they've always had a good defense, but they got the coach and they got the quarterback. And I think it's only going to get better for them. But I think it's time, since the Patriots are going to expand their gap on the Bills, I think it's time for me to expand my gap on you for the steak dinner.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's why I have already went through and picked my games. Except for 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 games that I did not pick because I thought those are kind of tweeners.
Okay.
And even though it's early,
you're going to swing for the fence.
It's only week 8. We got a lot of football left.
That's right.
Plenty of time for you to go on a disastrous losing streak.
That's right.
But I feel like the time is now.
Okay. All right.
That I need to strike.
Hey, understood. Let's call them out.
Yeah.
Let's call them out.
So, let's do this. So, we have... so, we're going to miss one because there's a game on right now. So, we're not going to pick the Chargers-Vikings game.
Okay.
Just for the record, though, I did have Chargers,
Yeah, I would have went with the Chargers too.
and right now they're beating the shit out of the Vikings, 21-3.
Well, put it up there since we're both going for the Chargers. Put it up there.
Okay. So next would be the 1-6 Dolphins going to Atlanta. Atlanta is a 7.5-point favorite.
Yeah, I got Bijan giving me about 25 fantasy points. Yep. Give me the birds.
So. Jets, Bengals. Bengals a 6.5-point favorite at home.
Is Justin Fields starting for the Jets?
From what it sounds like from the owner, I'm not sure. Because I don't think
whether he's starting or not, there's not many options there. So give me Uncle Joe.
Yeah, I think at some point the Jets will get their first win. I do not believe it's Sunday.
No.
I have the Bengals as well. Browns, Patriots. Patriots 6.5-point home. No, that line is moved. They are a 7.5-point favorite at home now.
Well, Dylan Gabriel's not going to be able to be checked down king this week. Because the Patriots are going to jump all over that. He will have they're not going to drop interceptions like the Steelers drop interceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me New England plus the points.
Blah, blah, blah. So, Giants, Eagles. Philly is a 7.5-point favorite. I figured that one. I took them as well because I'm not going to spoil Brandon Graham's homecoming.
I appreciate that.
Bills, Panthers. Buffalo is a 7.5-point favorite on the road.
I'm going with Buffalo because they have to win this game.
I 100% agree.
They
I
have
have
to
them
win
as well. So this is the first game I did not pick yet. This is Bears, Ravens. Right now the line is still Baltimore minus 6.5. So I'm kind of leaning one way, but I am going to pick opposite of you because I think this game could potentially go either way, even though I do believe it's a must-win for the Ravens.
This game is difficult for me because I don't know if Lamar's going to play.
I agree with you.
If it was clear that Lamar was playing, I would go with the Ravens.
Yeah,
but because I don't know,
only because, or maybe Vegas is looking at it like, it don't matter.
Give me Chicago.
Oh, yeah. See, so this was updated. Lamar Jackson is expected to return for Baltimore's Week 8 home matchup against the Bears.
Okay, give me Ravens.
He did remain limited at practice on Thursday.
Okay, what was his injury?
Was it like hamstring or? Yeah, hamstring. Strained his hamstring in week 4. That's why I'm like, even if he comes back, I'm like, because if he tries to break one and he re-aggravates
Give me the Bears. Give me the Bears.
I kind of wanted the Bears there, but I got to make a move. So I'm going to take the Ravens and hope he doesn't pull his. I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, don't do a Tyreek, man.
Yeah, I don't even want to speak that into existence. 49ers, Texans. Houston is a 2.5-point favorite. That line has moved as well.
They're playing in Houston?
They are in Houston. Houston is now a 2.5-point favorite.
Give me Houston.
Oh, is that real?
Yeah, give me Houston.
Look at me, going to be making up ground all over the place.
Yeah, give me Houston.
And this was my third. I never did say my third must-win team. My third must-win team is the Bucks because I think they need to rebound. That was such a bad game.
Yeah.
And this is a good get-right game because they get the Saints. Bucks at Saints. Tampa Bay is a 4.5-point favorite on the road.
Yeah, give me the Bucks with the points.
This is an intriguing game. I have not picked this one. Cowboys at Denver. Denver 3.5-point favorite at home.
So really you have an explosive offense versus an explosive defense, and mediocre offense versus a trash defense.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, Dallas ranks
So
towards the bottom in pass defense and rushing defense. They
yes.
are not. They could not defend a quickie mart. I wouldn't take them in a water balloon fight. That doesn't mean I won't pick them right now. I'm just saying.
Give me Denver.
Denver. All right. Well, that was one I didn't pick, so I got to go. I'm going to be rooting for Dak. He's going to absolutely shit all over the bed. I know it. It's going to be awful. Let's see. Titans. Ooh. And their ass.
That's what he said?
Cam Ward is taking the ass Titans to Indy in what is a monster line for the NFL. The Colts are a 14.5-point favorite. That's a
Give me the number one team in football right now.
Yes. I am with you. Packers at Steelers. Green Bay is a 3.5-point favorite. This is one I did not pick as well.
Packers at Steelers.
Oh, no, that line has moved. I apologize. Green Bay is only a 2.5-point favorite now.
Packers at Steelers. Give me Pittsburgh. Give me Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
JJ and that defense have to rebound from that horrible performance last week.
Yeah, I am actually going to go with the Steelers as well. I really, until that line moved, because Green Bay was a 3.5-point favorite on the road, 2.5-point favorite on the road. You know what? I'm gonna gamble, Mr. Vegas.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Packers.
All right.
I need to make up some ground this week. This is ridiculous.
Okay.
All right, Monday night. This would have been a really good game. Unfortunately, Daniels is not playing.
But that's an easy pick.
So Kansas City is an 11.5-point favorite.
Yeah, give me Kansas City plus the points.
It is, yes. I will.
And it's at Kansas City, right?
It is.
Yeah, give me Kansas City plus the points.
So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 that are the same.
Okay, I thought you was about to say 9 that are different. I was holy crap.
No. So what? 1, 2, 3. We have 4. So there could be a 4-game swing.
You could be in first place. Watch out, Mike. Get ready. Get ready to get my knife and fork for this state dinner.
Yeah, I could assume my correct position up on top of the list. What's
the 4 we have different?
We have
Bears, the Baltimore, Chicago.
Yeah, Bears, Ravens, 49ers, Texans, Cowboys, Broncos, and Packers, Steelers.
Okay. So I'll be paying very close attention to those 4 games this weekend.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you put peppers and onions in your cheesesteak?
I do.
My man.
I do.
That's all I need to know.
I do. You'll never find out.
Well, maybe so. Maybe. We'll
see. Guys, if you like the content, man, like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm Kareem. That's my man Jason. And we'll see you in the next one.